Hi, I'm Will Leach, author of Marketing to Mind States, and this is your Mind State Messenger. Last Mind State Messenger, I talked about the science behind emotions. And if you understand the science behind emotions, you're going to be able to craft emotional marketing that resonates with your customer and drives them to take action. Now, there are lots of people out there, lots of gurus. Every book out there is talking about let's get more emotional with marketing. However, the way they do that most of the time is, well, talk to your customers about what emotions are driving them to take a behavior, and let's put that emotion inside of a piece of creative. That is a very superficial and oftentimes not a very effective way of being strategic in the use of emotion in your marketing strategy. So, in this Mindset Messenger, I want to show you three ways that you can strategically use emotion in your marketing strategy. And once you figure out the marketing strategy, then if you want to go down to tactics, we can talk about that in a future Mindset Messenger. Just reach out and let me know. So, the first thing is you must know and understand and fully believe that emotion drives all decisions. It is absolutely 100% fact, without a shadow of a doubt, that if you do not create an emotional response, there will be no decision. There'll be no decision to buy anything from you. The only decision they will make is to not decide and keep swiping their finger away from your advertising. So emotions are, of course, incredibly important. And last time we talked about, in the last Mindset Messenger, we talked about using emotion as a feedback mechanism. And so what that does is get people to create the emotional arousal to take an action, or using emotions to create new memory structures. And in that, like I said, in the last Mindset Messenger, I talked a little bit about that and the importance of either one of those being strategically relevant for your brand. Ultimately, really, it comes down to this, guys. Regardless of whether you use emotion as a feedback loop or if you use emotion as a memory structures or create new memory structures, think of it this way. Emotions activate on people's desired goals. And if you do that, if you activate on somebody's goals, then you usually will create a triggered emotional response or a motivational response, which will make somebody behave differently, which will make them to buy. So, what all this means is use an emotion to activate on somebody's goals. Remind them that they have a goal that they want to meet. Show them how they can have that motivational desire and that the desires that they will have will be fulfilled if they reach that goal. If you do those two things in your marketing, you're going to get much more effective marketing. That's why I talk about those in chapter 4 and chapter 5 of my book. But let's talk strategically. How do you do that? The first thing is you can talk to people and you can do messaging and think about pre-goal strategies, meaning that you want somebody to buy. If you want somebody to buy, the best, fastest way to do that is show somebody not meeting their goals. Show somebody who has not achieved everything they want to achieve, and then show how the brand will help them achieve that. If you do that, you create emotional arousal, you've triggered that motivational response, and you can get people to buy products. Happens every day. That's the easiest form of marketing, really, is basically showing somebody did not get the girl at the bar, show them that now they're buying the right beer, and now all of a sudden they get the girl at the bar. Now, the problem with that is a lot of people do exactly that. They show the consequences or people not achieving their life dreams, not showing their desires, and therefore, then when they link the brand to that, there's actually a negative association with that. So that sometimes cannot be as powerful or impactful as what we call post-goal, post-goal emotions. This type of marketing, think of this as more around creating positive associations around your brand. So where pre-goal is about triggering a behavior, getting a sale, post-goal emotional marketing is where you create positive associations. It's about building brand equity. In this case, you show that desired end state, that aspirational life, and then you link your brand to it. And when people have that association between the brand and their desired end state, they create strong association and then they feel better about your brand. That increases equity. So pre-goal is all about showing somebody not in their desired end state how your brand can help them get there. You can do pre-goal, showing somebody in their desired end state and how your brand can help them get there. And then there's a third, which is non-goal. Now, non-goal is actually kind of fun emotional marketing because this is absolutely about long-term feelings of your brand. So imagine Corona beer. What Corona does really well is it doesn't really necessarily talk about you as a beer drinker, what is your aspirational goal? They just do funny advertising, very quirky advertising, and they associate their brand with the beach. With the beach. They do it again. It's relaxation, 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 beach, 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 sounds of waves, sounds of waves, sounds of waves, seagull, seagull, seagull. So, what they do over time is create what's called mental availability, or Damasio actually talks about it as they create a somatic marker. And what this really does is that whenever somebody feels the desire for relaxation, the brand comes to mind. It creates mental availability of your brand. So they are way outside of just beer. Corona stands for something way outside of beer. They stand for relaxation. So anytime somebody wants to relax, whether that's at a beach or frankly, if it's in the middle of the tundra, hopefully what they're trying to do is Corona will come up top of mind because it's associated with relaxation. So these three ways of creating more emotional marketing, whether it's pre-goal, post-goal, or non-goal, if you think strategically, whether you want to think about the long-term 10-year effects of your marketing, the 1-year building equity of your marketing, or the right here and now to drive a sale, that will dictate your creative strategy. So pre-goal, you want an immediate sale. Post-goal, you're trying to build brand equity. Non-goal, you're thinking 10 years out and you're trying to expand your usage occasions using emotions. Guys, ultimately it comes down to this. When you understand how to use emotion strategically, and then you link your creative with that strategic use of that marketing, that is going to be a very smart step in growing your brand using behavioral science and marketing. So if you want to learn more about this stuff, reach out to the mindstategroup.com. You can learn this and a whole bunch of other ways of driving your business using behavioral science. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Now hit that like button if you found this video helpful, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see the latest videos to show you how to grow your brand or business using behavioral science.